We're back.
We are back.
I know it's been a long time, but today we're giving you guys some updates on our channel and why we've been so absent. So if that interests you, subscribe if you're not already, and stay tuned.
Okay, so if you've been paying attention to our channel at all, you've probably realized that we have not uploaded in like a month.
It's probably been a little longer than that.
Yeah.
You know, because we were right in the middle of our
rope drop
series, and this kind of ties into kind of what we're talking about today, and that is why we have not been posting videos. Yeah. So as you guys are well aware, there's a wonderful pandemic just rampaging around the world today that's just made things a little cuckoo bananas. And I realized, so the main purpose of our channel is to talk about Disney trip tips, so vacation planning tips and a lot of that stuff. And so we were like, cool, we have this fun like video series, and I got halfway through it and I realized, I was like, you know, a lot of this information might not be valid once the parks reopen.
Yeah.
So I kind of was like, I feel weird like making videos for planning for trips when things are going to be really different.
Yeah.
Where a lot of, like, especially like with the rope drop series, like there's a lot of those strategies that really may not be valid once the parks do reopen.
Yeah, not a negative video, but we want to talk about some of the reasons like why we stopped that series just kind of abruptly. And so that being the main reason really is, you know, we don't know what the parks are going to look like, what security is going to look like, what protocols are going to be in place. And so we want to give you guys helpful tips and not just put out content that may or may not be valid in the future.
Not only that, but you guys know that we really pride ourselves on the quality of our videos. We really try hard to make some nice high quality content for you guys. And I have a really hard time just making content to make content. I don't want that to be what our channel is about. I want our videos to be made well, but also like have good content in it. And so because of that, we've been really trying to do some kind of rethinking of like how we want to do our videos going forward. And I really want to try and get refocused, because I know for a while we were doing all kinds of random stuff. We were doing home vlogs, we were doing tag videos, we were doing unboxings, we were doing crafts, we were doing vlogs, we were doing all kinds of stuff. And it was like, it's a lot, and I felt a little, I don't know, unfocused.
Yeah.
Like I want to be a little bit more focused in what we talk about.
I think to sum it up, what you're saying is we lost our YouTube identity a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because there's so many different Disney YouTubers out there that do so many different things, and it is kind of fun to experiment and try new things and like do all kinds of stuff. But I think for us, we are really wanting to hone back in and get to what it is why we started a YouTube channel, and that is Disney planning and Disney debt free and that kind of stuff. I mean, if you follow us on Instagram and Twitter and things, we've been still pretty active on that, especially with my Etsy stuff, which is also another reason why we haven't been posting.
Yeah.
I've been really, really busy with that stuff. And also, thank you guys for those of you that have been supporting me in my small shop. It really, truly, truly means the world to me, because I've been putting a lot of work into it, and I've been wanting to do this for so long. So thank you.
Yeah,
I did want to say that. But it's a lot of work to do that and do YouTube, and I have a full-time job, and there's all kinds of just other life events that are going on, and it can be a lot to juggle. And so we've just really been taking this time to refocus and figure out what are we wanting to do? What is this YouTube thing?
So another big thing as to why we kind of abruptly stopped, and especially with our like wall thing back here.
You'll notice this is completely different than the last time we made a video.
Yeah. And it's not done. Like we're going to get like a little frame to put back here, and we're going to get our logo put in this little frame Obviously, it won't have glass because there's a really bad reflection on it. So it's a work in progress. But we actually put that on hold for the time being because we are getting ready to move. And by move, we are actually just basically switching apartments into a remodeled one that won't have like these ugly beige walls. If you remember from some of our like early videos, our skin tones like blended, especially Kayla, like her skin tone blended into the wall. So that's why we put up this like gray backdrop thing. So we're gonna have gray walls in our new apartment, hardwood floor, all sorts of new fun stuff.
I do want to do a kind of just like a short little like tour vlog. So we'll give you guys a tour of our apartment now, and then we'll give you, once we get our new apartment, we'll do a tour of like what that looks like so you can see. So
yeah,
it's probably still going to be another month or so before we actually get to move and get it all done. But stay tuned.
Yes.
Because that'll be coming. But speaking of which too, that also kind of ties back. We're really wanting to kind of work on our branding a little bit. You may have noticed in the last 2 videos that we kind of ended on that note of go create your ever after. And that's really kind of, I feel like that sums up what our channel's about. And again, we're gonna go way more in depth with all of that. And we have some ideas of kind of just diving deep into kind of what we are about.
Yeah.
So we do plan to have that stuff in the future, but one of why I'm saying that is we actually want to have a poster that says go create your ever after. So that'll be, I haven't ordered it yet, but I'll get that soon.
It's like our mission statement.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is our trips and what trips look like in the future, because that's kind of a big question on everyone's mind. So obviously our April trip, it didn't happen, and we were really bummed about that trip. Like that was really hard, and I'm sure a lot of you have had to cancel trips or are currently canceling trips, and so we are with you. We feel your pain and know how much of a heartbreak that is. And for us, this trip was such like an important trip for us because
I know we've gone a lot over the past year, but this one was really going to be very different. It was kind of what got all of this stuff started. We've been planning it for like literally 2 years. We were going with friends. It was going to be like a long trip. We had it was a really big trip for us.
Yeah, we were going to be there for 2 weeks.
And we've never done something like that before. So, I mean, it was, and not to say that like it's more important, because it's not. Everybody, like, it was hard. And I mean, did we book a spontaneous thing after that? Sure. Are we going on that trip? Probably not.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, you do what you have to kind of cope and get over those blues. But as far as the future, as of right now, plans may change. We have something potential lined up, but I really am not sure if we're gonna go. And this is where things are gonna get a little touchy, guys, so don't be mean. We're just telling you guys
don't be mean.
How we feel. I do not feel comfortable wearing a mask. It gives me a lot of anxiety. I have to wear them for work. And I know it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but for me, I don't really know what it is, but there's just something about it that really gives me a very high level of anxiety. And thinking about the way that we do Disney, where we're there from park open to fireworks, and having to think about the fact that I'm gonna have to wear a mask the entire day, like, it really stresses me out.
We want to have a good experience.
Yeah, like I want it to feel like a vacation, and I don't want to go and knowing that I'm gonna just be really anxious and like waiting out the whole time.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go to Disney again in the future? Yes.
Yeah.
It just may or may not be when we expected to. We will definitely keep you guys updated.
Yeah.
Along with that too, you're probably wondering about our annual pass. So that technically expired May 1st. As of right now, I think we're gonna try and talk about like we're probably gonna try and get a refund or that partial refund, because I know they were doing something where you like if you like you could either extend your pass out or you could do the partial. I think we'll probably end up doing that just because we don't for sure know when we're going back, and we don't know if our annual pass will be extended to whenever we actually go again. So that is our plan with that, because we don't want to renew our pass, because
that's the goal.
That's the goal. That's kind of the big just like update with us and how things are going, and like, you know, what's been happening with this channel.
Yeah.
Because I know we've been a little bit of a hot mess lately, but that's okay.
It's okay. I think everyone has had a moment of just needing to take care of yourself, and that is just kind of how we've coped. You know, it's been good for us. You know, Kayla's back to work, and I'm still currently working from home as of time of filming, and so, you know, we had about a month off, just the two of us, and
that really gave us some time to really kind of just refocus and rethink our lives and what we want for the future. And we definitely, like, stuff is changing for sure, and we'll keep you guys updated with things along the way, of course. Yeah.
Like, you were able to start your Etsy shop. You would have never really been able to really launch that had it not been for the pandemic, quite honestly. And so
isn't that weird?
For us, you know, there's been like some hidden blessings in all of it, and it's been really cool because it's really strengthened our marriage a little bit, and family time. Like, we've hung out with your parents quite a bit during all of this. You know, I just think there are certain things that, like, if you have to do something to make this time easier, then by all means, you know, do whatever it takes to get through this. You know, at the end of the day, we're all in this together, and, you know, go create your ever after.
Okay, so kind of the happier note stuff. Just some things for you guys to kind of look forward to. We do have some fun videos planned for the future. Like I said, I kind of want to do a little bit of a home tour. I want to give you guys a little bit of a tour of like my craft studio, because we've been doing a lot of work with that. I do have a few like DIYs. I want to show you guys like how they're kind of DIYs. They're kind of more gonna be like, watch me make stuff and y'all can figure it out, because it's kind of hard to explain. But I want to show you guys like my process of how I've been making my embroidered ears and things like that.
It's like Etsy ASMR.
Right. Kind of, I guess. We also do have some trip planning videos that are going to be coming out. One thing that we've definitely been learning is how to cancel your vacation, and so we have some tips on that and how to pay with gift cards the right way.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at the fact that we learned a lot from having to cancel a trip, and we want to share some of those tips with you guys.
For sure. So definitely look forward for some of that in the future.
And also on that note, we want to hear from you guys. What videos do you want to see from us?
If you guys have like any tips that you're curious about, if you guys have any planning questions, be sure to leave those down in the comments below, because we know a lot of stuff, but sometimes we don't know what to tell you guys.
Yeah.
So definitely any ideas of videos that you want to see, leave those down below for sure. Also, too, just a few ways if you guys want to kind of just help support us. Obviously, subscribe if you have not already. If you've watched this whole video and you are not subscribed, wow, I congratulate you for sticking through that whole hot mess. But welcome. We would really love for you to be a part of our Disney family.
Yeah.
We're so close to 1,000, y'all. Like, I think we need like 50 more people to subscribe. Like, that's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's definitely the number one way that you can definitely help this channel. If you are subscribed, share, tell your friends, because we're cool, right? Yeah.
Maybe. Don't tell us if we're not.
But also too, as I've mentioned, I do have an Etsy shop. I sell mouse ears, I sell knotted headbands. I do have some ideas up my sleeve later for some other fun products. The link for my Etsy shop is in the description of this video. Along with that too, we've kind of sneakily done this a little bit, but we have merch.
Yeah, we haven't announced it.
Surprise! Again, we're gonna do like a whole like launching thing for all of that, but if you guys want to check out a few of the things, we have some shirts and hoodies and things like that, so that link is also down in the description.
We don't own any of that yet.
No, we haven't. We need to order some, so I understand if you need to wait until you see us.
Someone beat us to the punch to our own merch.
But if you want to check it out, feel free.
Yeah.
It's there. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up and comment down below. How are you guys? How are you doing?
How are you?
But other than that, we will see you guys next time. Now go create your ever after.